Give me fuel, give me fire, give me double shot inside.
How's it going, everyone? My name is Chris, and welcome back to the Nascar iRacing 2003 career season here at the Bristol Motor Speedway, Thunder Valley, for today's Sharpie 500. This is one of those races where you always want to see either in person and or live. I don't mind either or personally for myself. So the fact that we're racing here, even especially on iRacing, and with this track being a lot of fun to race around, racing here under the lights gonna be so much fun, and I cannot wait to jump into today's race. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. We have a couple drivers, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that are returning to the track today. Some of them have missed the previous race or the previous two races, or just haven't been around in a while, and so they're back for today's race, which you guys may or may not see them. We'll see. If we qualify up at the front, we might see him. If we don't, we still might see him. It just kind of depends, really. But yeah, this one should be a lot of fun, and I'm really excited. But before we jump into today's race, let's take a look at the point standings after almost a month away, actually almost 2 months away from this game, mainly due to focusing on F1 2026 DLC and the fact that I got sick again during the making of the play-by-play version at Michigan. Almost came down with laryngitis, which was not so fun, and feel better. It's been about a month and a half, so we're ready to go back racing. And I hope you guys are ready for a bunch of NASCAR iRacing to hit your sub boxes, because there's going to be a lot. But let's talk about today's race here at the Bristol Motor Speedway and talk about the point standings going into it. So, coming out of Michigan, we managed to get a top 10 there, which came as a surprise to me. We were running top 10, top 5 like all day at Michigan, so getting a top 10 there was actually pretty shocking. And in turn, even though we finished behind our current championship rival Jeff Gordon, we're still ahead of him by 459 points in P2. Probably the largest point gap that we've had thus far this season. And depending on how these next few races go, and pretty much all the way to the end of the season, that gap could diminish quite a bit. As we all know, the first time we came here, we let it in the beginning, and it faded away right before the middle point because we burnt up our tires. So we ended up not getting a good finish out of it. I mean, I think we barely got a top 20, but still, it could have been a lot more better. But other than that, though, Jeff Gordon sits in second with Jimmy Johnson in third. Ryan Newman fourth, Ricky Rudd in fifth, Kurt Busch in sixth, Matt Kenseth in seventh, Dale Earnhardt Jr. in eighth. He actually won last time out at Michigan, which I forgot to mention was also named the Rowdy Forever 400. And very fitting that the guy that drove the number 8 car before Kyle Busch did, Dale Earnhardt Jr., went to victory lane in a race dedicated and honored to him. And to be honest with you, storybook ending. That was beautiful. Dale Jr. apparently is really, really known for that. I've come to find out. And they got Bill Elliott in ninth, and Kevin Harvick, who is having a resurgence as of late, cracks the top 10 coming out of Michigan, and he might be continuing that momentum as we continue on through the rest of the races in the summer and into the final few races of the season. And then the top 20 consists of Jeff Green, his teammate, in 11th, Jeff Burton down to 12th, Dale Jarrett in 13th, Jamie McMurray in 14th, Bubba Labonte 15th, Mark Martin, who finished second after dominating at Michigan last time out, he's up to 16th. Jerry Nadeau in 17th, Tony Stewart in 18th, Michael Waltrip in 19th, and Jeremy Mayfield rounding out the top 20. And then you have in the top 30, oh Jesus, apparently my voice wanted to go away. Terry Labonte in 21st, Sterling Marlin in 22nd, Greg Biffle in 23rd, Rusty Wallace in 24th, Tony Raines in 25th. His future is still technically up in the air, as recent performances have shown that they are not really the greatest towards him. So that rumor of him going to RCR is still floating around, but it's kind of iffy now that he hasn't had the best of races as of late. But hopefully he'll start to get it back going, kind of like Kevin Harvick has. And you got John Andretti in 26th, Elliott Sadler 27th, Joe Nemechek 28th, Casey Mears 29th, and Johnny Benson rounding out the top 30. So That's the top 30, and we'll go through the top 40 and 50 and 60 as we jump into today's race here at the Bristol Motor Speedway, which I don't even know if I mentioned it, but it is the Sharpie 500 here at Bristol. So this is going to be a lot of fun. Going to be yet another night race. We'll probably have a couple more towards the end of the season, and it's just going to get all the more exciting, I have to say. This one's going to be interesting because it'll be interesting for my championship hunt, and especially for Gordon's hunt, and for Jimmy Johnson, because Jimmy Johnson is actually the defending winner here at Bristol, because he won the first Bristol race back in the spring earlier in the year. So he's going to try to go back-to-back and add his name to the list of winners that have won multiple times this season, which is consistent of 4, which is myself, Jeff Burton, Ryan Newman, and now Dale Earnhardt Jr. after he won Michigan last time out. So we're going to have to see how it all kind of shapes up tonight, and maybe we'll get another poll, maybe we won't. We'll have to kind of wait and see when we get there. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to go on ahead, hop into qualifying, do my laps, see what kind of good laps I can put down, and I'll meet you all on the starting lineup for the start of tonight's race. All right, rolling off P28 for tonight's race. Definitely not the pole speed that we had earlier in the year at the first Bristol race, which still shocked that we ended up getting it at the time, but I'll take a P28. At least we're not last. I will gladly take it. Oh shit, I just got on the throttle a little too much. But P28 straight position, and long night ahead of us. Should be lots and lots of fun. I think we're all gonna have. I think we're gonna have a good time. I genuinely think we're gonna have a good time. With the new iRacing update, they have a track map, so we got that now, so that's pretty cool. And I don't think the play-by-play version will have a track map, and if it does, that'll be quite interesting, safe to say, on how that's all gonna go. But we'll get there when we get there. But yeah, qualifying went all right, and felt like we had a little bit more pace in the car, but the car definitely, with the sun going down, the sun making it a little bit difficult to find braking points and where I need to lift off and stuff like that, especially going down at a 1 and 2, it was very difficult for some reason to find the right braking spot. And don't think I ever found it, funnily enough. I don't think I did. So safe to say that we put down a lap good enough that wasn't last, so I'll take it. One of the other things too is that our main championship rivals are starting ahead of us. I'm pretty sure I think Jeff Gordon, Jimmy Johnson are starting ahead of us. I think I saw Ryan Newman up there too, if I'm not mistaken. There's Johnson's on pole, Gordon is on the outside of the second row, and I think is Newman behind me? I feel like Newman was qualified ahead of me, or maybe I'm wrong about that, but he might be on the other side of my the left side of my windshield, I have to imagine. But yeah, all my championship rivals are starting in front of me, including Ricky Rudd right there directly in front of us ahead of Dave Blaney. So that's going to be very, very interesting, safe to say, on how this all kind of goes with all these guys surrounding me. So it should be a lot of fun. I get the feeling it's going to be a lot of fun, and we're just going to see how it all kind of goes. The other thing too is that our fuel, kind of like Martinsville, is at over 120 plus laps. So definitely not going to come down for fuel, but there will be a point at some point this race where we will come down for tires, because tires are definitely way more important than fuel is. And we might take a splash and go on the one stop that we might do under green, and that might legit be it. It's just the one stop we do under green to get, a splash and go for the car and get tires, and then maybe just the rest of the race we don't have to worry about fuel, and we just got to worry about tires, which maybe we might have to worry about fuel a little bit towards the end, but we'll see. I don't think it'll be that big of a deal, especially going forward. But yeah, this is also going to be one of those races where we will see the transition from the late afternoon into the nighttime. I was trying to get this to happen at Daytona, and I was trying to have it happen last time out in Michigan, and unfortunately it didn't happen in either of them. So mainly because Daytona's was weird at the time, and I feel like they fixed it now with the time of day. I feel like the time of day is a lot more easier to manage and stuff like that, where if you advance through the next session rather than wait out the time, it doesn't jump like 5 hours ahead. It actually goes back in time, or it goes back in the time of day, but it's a different day, so it's a good thing that it's doing it that way rather than being like, oh yeah, 3 or 4 hours ahead, so. And if it doesn't go back in time, it goes up by like 10 minutes. It's whatever. It's not that big of a deal. But we're gonna see the sun go down. The track lights are gonna come on, and we're going to be under the lights at some point in this race, and we have a bunch of pace laps, and I think we're coming up on 2 laps to green, I believe. I meant to put down just an extra 5 so we could have 6 pace laps, and in turn it had 7, so this is one of them long pace laps that we're having to do here, so ain't too bad and everything, so I will gladly take it. I think it's going to be 2 to green this time. Yep, there it is. I had a feeling. I'd like to thank you all so much for being here and coming out tonight to watch today's race, which is going to probably, I think, be Monday, I believe, is when I'm uploading this. So, hopefully you guys are excited. Hopefully you guys are ready to enjoy this race with me, and hopefully it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm hoping so. But without further ado, let's go on ahead and send it up to our TNT boys of Alan Bestwick, Wally Dallenbach, and the late Benny Parsons to lead us to green tonight.
Those?
That'll be fun.
I believe that'll be over our yellow number.
Yeah.
Fuel factor, how far will they go? Again, we're going to talk about that going to the final. How many laps can they run? Maybe 325. They'll make their last pit stop.
And can Matt Kenseth escape Thunder Valley with his Winston Cup Championship lead as much as he's gotten tonight? Glad you're with us. The night race at Bristol is under green.
Stay high. Clear inside. Car outside. Clear high.
That's lap 1 down. Johnny Benson off rip just decided that I didn't exist and wanted to put me in the wall, so... Oh my fucking god. Jamie McMurray apparently thought the same way for the guys behind him. Jesus Christ. Chaos already ensuing. Well, I'm behind Johnny Benson, and I have the decision on whether or not I want to give him a bump or what. I already kind of gave him one earlier. There we go. And there we go. Made up a couple more spots. Hell yeah. Yeah, I don't know why Johnny Benson decided to put me in the wall right there, going to the green. I was a little bit stupid on his behalf, so... Safe to say I'm a little bit annoyed that he did that and that he pulled that off, but... Yeah, it's whatever. Continue marching our way through the field, slowly but surely. And we're just gonna keep on keeping on, I'd say. Yeah, I definitely don't got the pace for the fastest lap so far, but the guys ahead of us, they definitely do. That is safe to say. I mainly say that too because I'm around a bunch of traffic, so that is one of the main reasons why I'm just like, I don't think I'm gonna have that tonight, for now. Oh yeah, dude, they're also bouncing around a lot and shit. It's like it's insane. They're sliding and everything. It's crazy. But we're coming up on lap 8, so let's go ahead and do a quick lap 8 tribute to Kyle Busch.
Outside is clear.
There's a lap 8 tribute to Kyle Busch. Ended up making the pass on Dave Blaney to grab the spot in the meantime too, so that was actually really cool that we did the tribute and we got a pass made at the same time, so I'll take it. Not that bad at all. Oh, ooh, got a little loose coming out turn 4. I was legit about to talk about me trying to save our tires because in the spring race here, we didn't really do that much, so and Dale Jarrett's come back on the racetrack. He definitely came down pit road for some damage, which I think he was the one that McMurray just fucking shut the door on. It just didn't even recognize his existence there on like lap 2. So that was a tough break for old DJ in that 88 UPS Ford. His teammates are directly behind him too. I find that hilarious almost. Robert Yates have definitely had a season to forget for both drivers. I mean, Dale Jarrett's won this season, but Sadler, on the other hand, I think he wants to forget about this year. Then again, first year at Yates, things could change. We're on the outside. Don't want to use up too much of my tires, but that's kind of like the only way really that I'm actually going to be able to pass Sadler's on the outside. I do like running the outside line here, I will admit. It's going to be a little bit difficult towards the middle part of the race, but you know. This is pretty much when the tire light's going to start going. Already up into 16th, I believe now. 17th, actually. Nice. I will take it.
Inside. Still there. Stay high. There's a car on the low side. Clear.
I was so focused on passing Robbie Gorin, I forgot to mention we were coming up on lap 16 for the lap 16 tribute to Great Biffle, so that's my bad, but I'm pretty sure if you guys ended up seeing it, my editor caught it, so I only caught it like as I was making the pass on Robbie, but I also didn't want to interrupt anything going on either, because normally it's a silent lap or whatever for him, so we still went through with it, which is always good. Always go through with that shit. Ooh, God. Elliot's a little bit slow on the bottom. Yeah, I think really the passes are mainly going to be made around the outside for some of these slower guys. Jesus, Mark. Holy fuck. Just see how close Mark Martin got to my fucking back bumper? Holy shit, dude. That was extremely fucking close to my back bumper. I am shocked we didn't fucking make contact and get spun out right there. Holy shit. We're making passes. We're passing Tony Raines, who's inside the top 15, funnily enough. And Bill Elliott, too. Just because. I think it'll show DJ ahead of me, but I think... Actually, no, it shows Jeremy Mayfield. Oh, okay, so it doesn't show me... Okay, I think... I don't know if they ever did show it, but I feel like before it showed me, like, the lap car, and I'm like, I don't want to see the... I don't want to know the lapper in front of me. I want to know the guy that's ahead of me that I'm racing, and, well... Racing Jeremy Mayfield. I passed one Everham car, and I gotta go up here and pass another. Meanwhile, the leaders ain't too far ever. About, like, we're actually pretty close to them. They're on the front stretch. We're entering... They're like hitting the start-finish line as we enter 3 and 4, so we're not that far back from the leaders. So they're in traffic right now. But also Dale Jarrett just got around Jeremy Mayfield. I know DJ's going to try to make up as many positions as he possibly can to try to salvage something from today that kind of got ruined on lap 2. And we're also going to try to pass Jeremy Mayfield. Got a good run in 3, or not in 3, in 1 and 2. Carried it down the back and into 3. There we go, that's what I meant to say. And we got him. So there we go. So yeah, we got up into 12th now. We got Nemechek ahead. I think Dale Jr. Yep, Dale Jr. Kevin Harvick. I think Jeff Burton's up there. So good run for Burton. I don't know who's leading, but I think it's either Johnson or Stewart. And if it's not either of those two, then it's probably Gordon. If I had to guess. Man, this is a fucking gaggle of cars up here, man. Holy shit. Junior running the fucking outside line in 1 and 2. Haven't seen anybody really do that tonight. And then I see Gorin up ahead do it. What's great too is like I'm able to like keep my distance as well, and I feel like I'm able to. I feel like I'm savoring my tires. Maybe I need to brake a little bit earlier going into these corners so I can actually hit the bottom rather than miss it. I kind of like do something like that. Slowly caught the back of Dale Jr., Kevin Harvick, and Jeff Green. This is what we got to do. Just bide our time. Let the race come to us, you know, and everything will be perfect. I think everything will be fine. Oh, look at that. I think I know why a lot of these guys are getting backed up, because you got Kenny Wallace and fucking Mike Skinner up here. And I think, yep, that's Brett Bodine that Jeff Gorin is just now getting around. Well, I'll be damned. And yeah, Kurt and Tony are just stuck behind Skinner. That's a shame. A shame for both of them. I didn't even mean to let Tony in, but I let Tony in. There he goes, right around the inside of Kurt. There he goes. We were technically going to pass him, but in all essence, he was going to get... I feel like Kurt's going to just go right back to the inside, push Tony right up behind the fucking 11 of Brett Bodine and keep him up there and, well, grab a fucking 9th spot from him. Ooh, almost got into the back of Tony. We don't want to do that now, do we? We don't want that. We do not want to do that. I'm going to just say that much. Ooh, I saw Joe Nemechek right at the last second. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm braking early for that corner. I had the run on Kurt, but Nemechek had the run on the inside of me, and if he kept that going, we would have been 3 wide going into that corner, and I don't want to be 3 wide here at Bristol. I just don't want to be. Like, the amount of the amount of, like, bouncing off these guys do that, like, happened in the spring race, and hell, what even happened in the fucking, promotional bits or whatever, and, like, the fucking races that I did for the trailer for this series. They did that a lot, so I don't wanna repeat that history again. So giving it up and just letting them by and not fighting it is just a better alternative than what it would have originally have been. Yeah, the leader's doing 3/10 just at a 3/10 faster lap than me. And Jimmy Johnson's out front. Well, why don't you look at that? Jimmy Johnson really trying to defend that win from earlier in the year here at Bristol. Can't blame him. He's also he's now in the conversation for the fucking championship, so I kind of expected him to stay really in contention for that. Ooh, yeah, I got a little bit tight going into one right there. Kurt's gonna get to the inside of me. Yeah, I just think I kind of go a little bit too deep into the corner, and it shoots my car up the track. Not really able to pin the bottom as much as I would like to. Letting the car roll through the center. Get back on the throttle. Yeah, it's working. We're doing what we need to do. We got 85 to go. We're good. We're trucking along. Might need to start running a different line though, because I don't think the bottom's really working for us. Maybe run the lane higher than that. Kind of helped out a little bit. Not too badly. Okay, I kind of found a little bit something in these corners. Kind of run a little bit higher and kind of cut down low, but I'm not trying to like overuse the tires a whole lot because I am having to use quite a bit of tires just to get it to work. I don't want to do that, so I'm trying to prevent myself from pushing it a little too much. Ooh, we're 3. I'm just gonna hope that you're past him. Okay, Harvick is past Kyle Petty. Jesus Christ. I mean, we got past Terry. I'm not too sure how I mean, I do know how we did that. I mean, we fucking had to go through Kyle Petty there for a second. I don't know why the fuck is Kyle running the same line as me. Why? You're a dick. You know that? The Kyle Petty, not to my fucking spotter or anybody else around me. Just Kyle Petty, dude. I haven't won since the fucking 90s, and you think all of a sudden now you're racing with the big boys. No, you ain't. Damn, 50, almost 50 laps in. We're on lap 50, and if we complete this lap, we'll be 50 laps in. And we'll have 75 to go. As Terry Labonte passed us, but that's okay. I do not mind if that happens. I do know our tires are kind of kicking in a little bit, so be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout for pit stops. That might happen. I don't think people are going to be making pit stops for fuel or anything. It's going to be mainly about tires. I think Junior just caught the wall down the back stretch. And that's why he ran a little bit higher in 3 and 4 compared to previous laps.
Inside. Outside. Still there.
Got a really good run off the corner to keep the momentum going on Todd. We won't fully complete the pass on Todd Bodine, but we'll we can at least say we got close to him. Ooh, is that a good enough run? Yes, it is. Nice. Got him on the back. Got him down the back. Hell yeah. He'll start running the higher lines just see if we can maybe pass these guys. However, I think tire wear is starting to kick in for the AI as well, because if I saw Junior hit the wall a little bit ago, and these guys are kind of having their tires go away too, it's gonna be a bit of a problem. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a problem.
Clear inside.
Ken Schrader's not making life easy on Joe Nemechek, let me tell you what.
Still there at the bottom.
Really close this side of Joe. Holy shit.
Stay high.
Making good progress. We're making good gains. Making good gains.
Still there. Clear.
Almost about that at that nighttime phase. It's 8 o'clock. Give it about like half an hour, and it'll hit that point. Maybe it's not coming as fast as I would like for it to, the sundown, but we're getting there. We're getting there. All right, we're getting there. If this race was longer, we definitely would have a night race. This is more of like an afternoon kind of race, you know?
The leader just did a 16.4.
Oh, Jeff Green just came down pit road. Okay, so that means pit stops are happening. I also got to remember, I'm down the back. Like, my pit stop is, or my pit box is on the back stretch. It's that first one that's rendered it down the back. I don't know why that's the only one rendered, but it's the only one rendered. For some reason, all the other ones didn't want to render. Okay, it seems like everybody else is going to be coming in this lap. But because I'm on the back stretch, I would essentially be pitting at the same time that they are, but I might stay out a little bit longer to stretch it because I feel like the last time I came in, something happened on the track where an early caution was thrown. And it, like, dinked around with strategy for quite a bit. So I'm just gonna, I'm gonna give it time. Because I'm still pretty happy with my car. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually happy with it. It is insane to say, but I'm happy with my car. Up to third. I feel like pit stops are gonna get really bunched up, so that's why I'm just kind of like, I don't want to pit now and do it. Halfway through. There's Matt. And me and Ryan are staying out. Okay, I think I'm gonna come down this time.
Car outside. Clear outside.
Ooh, I'm gonna barely get it down there. Barely got it on the fucking pit road.
5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Ooh, I didn't know we're shooting. Nice. So yeah, I think, yeah, they're not gonna put much fuel in the car. So I think, in all honesty, what they're going with, it works. Okay, so I am down to
Move it, move it.
not that far of a position. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, well, Johnson is ahead. Oh god, I'm gonna fucking lose it. Come out of the pits. Okay. Alrighty, I did not lose it. Come out of the pits. That was really good. Really good driving by me. Holy fuck. Yo, Jared's slow. Alrighty. Whew. Sun's starting to finally go down, by the way. Alright. It's out of Burton. Act like I'm not there, Jeff. Act like I'm not there. Please act like I'm not there. Please. Appreciate it, dickhead. Oh my god, the car! The car! The car! Jesus! Fuck! Fucking car, dude! Just wanted to step out the whole fucking time. My god! What the fuck?
Car outside.
I was going to say, I have a fucking run and I'm taking it. I don't care if I'm doing anything stupid here, but just, I have a run, I'm taking it. Fuck it. Up to 25th. Hell yeah. I mean, shouldn't be too happy over a 25th, but it's better than nothing. To be honest with you, I don't know if these guys will pit again. They might. Oh my god, what are we doing? What the hell happened to fucking, was that Mayfield? No, that was fucking Elliott. What happened to Elliott? What did Rusty do to Elliott? What the fuck? Okay, well, the sun is down. It is completely down now. Lights are about to come on. I feel the fucking gigantic stack up on the bottom. Here we go. Lights just got turned on. Yeah, that's Bill. He got fucked over right there. Jesus, I'm 3. I should not. Do you want? Funnily enough, I mentioned how I didn't want to be 3 earlier, and then I took it 3. Words of wisdom by yours truly. Okay, so there's definitely quite a bit of guys that have not pitted, and I think that's why I'm not, like, fully a lap down, I think. But Johnson's also ahead of me, so I don't know if Johnson's someone I'm racing or not.
Outside. Outside is clear.
Yeah, I'm also thinking these guys might be pushing it farther. Actually, no, 1 and 2 is ahead of us. It's Kenseth and Johnson. So we are a lap down, so that is good. That's good information to have. I looked at the track map and I was like, oh, they're both ahead. Okay, gotcha. Caution didn't come out, which I was actually kind of shocked by. So my guess is not. I don't think we're gonna pit. I don't think these guys are gonna pit again. They might now that I think about it for tires, and if they do, that doesn't mean I'm going to. I'll stay out on my rubber that I got. Mark Martin just can't seem to get off these corners now. 16.193. I'm running 16.2s. Ooh, Tony Raines! Hit the fucking left rear corner or the right rear corner pin on Mark Martin because I was too focused on Tony. Why am I so hyper fixated on someone else other than myself? Well, kind of damaged my left front, Mark's right rear. Just want to pass these two. There we go. Holy shit balls. Okay. Just passed 2 cars in 1 corner. Yeah, Johnson and Kensler going at it. Oh my god. Okay. I'm up to 14th. Terry's my next guy. And he's actually ahead of the leaders. There's Bill. He got his car all fixed up. His race is fucked, but he got his car all fixed up. Yeah, so I got fresher tires than the leaders do, and that's why I'm able to drive up to them and pass them, really. So there's Matt. Got Matt right there. Holy shit. Kind of just helped out Matt right there, because now he doesn't have to deal with Ricky Craven. Now, if a caution were to come out, I'm in a wave around spot. And wave arounds are active. Because that's one of the things I forgot to mention. Because of the controversy at the, towards the end of the Michigan race, wave arounds and lucky dogs are both active. Just to let everyone know, they're both active. So, forgot to mention it, but that's what they are. They are active. Inside of Kyle Petty. Try to pass him. There we go. Kansas now on the lead. Kansas might actually finally be able to fucking win a race this season. We'll see. He's got to beat Johnson to do it. Meanwhile, I'm just going to go after Terry, and I think Nadu ahead, who's the next guy. For me to fight. Terry got loose going into 1. There you go. That is P13 from your boy. And I think P14's right ahead of me. Yep, it is. Or not P14, P12, sorry. It's just right ahead of me. And then I think Robbie Gordon is 11th. I could be wrong, though, but I think Robbie's 11th. Got 39 to go. The leaders got 38 to go. We're still ahead of the leaders by a margin. Is it a good enough margin? I think it is. Could it be better? Obviously. I was kind of really hoping I could send it in on Todd right there and force him high. So that he can force me to, or that he would have to give up the bottom, but he didn't have to. There, we got Todd right there. So now we're up to 12th. Past Nadu, and I think, yep, Robbie Gordon's next. Alright, so Robbie's 11th, and I don't know who. I think Bobby Labonte might be next after him. Could be wrong. This track now, it's got grip. Sun's went down. It's not fully down yet. It's about 8:24 p.m. in the game, or in the sim. Okay, so the leaders are a tenth faster than me, which is to be expected, but the more that they can get caught behind lap traffic, the better I feel. And Warburton and Brett Bodine are the next 2. Still got 34 laps, so anything can happen, anything could change. Cautious could come out and shape up and restack the fucking field. So trust me, it can happen. Slowly caught the back of Robbie Gordon, who is still stuck behind Brett. He's going to go finally to the outside of Brett and pass him, or maybe not. Get a little bit close. I don't really have anywhere to go to pass either. Let's see if I can shoot the middle. Yeah, I probably could have. I know Brett's slow as balls, so got that going. I have to lift the back of Brett's car up off the ground because not really doing much to help us out here, help any of us out. There we go. And fucking Matt Kenseth's right there too. Holy shit. Just passed 2 guys, and one of them is incidentally in front of Kenseth and making his life a living hell. Yep, he is. He's doing it. I'll tell you what. Yeah, because of that Because he was stuck, because he got stuck, ended up getting stuck behind Brett. He fucking lost some time. Damn, Sadler's 2 seconds up the road inside of top 10. I'm 11th right now. Get my first Bristol top 10. God dang. One car just came down off a pit road. Who's that? It's Benson. Watch out for Benson, y'all. I put you in the wall for no reason. Just want to forewarn everybody.
Still there.
I see Sadler. He's fighting Bobby Labonte. I think Labonte is for position, or... Because did he pass Labonte, or is Labonte, like, actually a lap down? We'll see. I think Labonte's actually a lap down. Yeah, well, he's not like a lap down, but he is not for position, so good to know. Well, that gives me something to go after, as they are... Okay, well, there's a stack up because Ken Schrader was coming off a pit road. Jesus Christ. We got 25 laps left in this race. Anything is possible. Anything can happen. We've got Jarrett. We got... Who else did we get at that time? Warburton. That's who it was. We got Warburton charging after Andretti. The leaders are right behind me. I think Robbie Gorn and Native finally got around the leader of Kenseth, who might now be Johnson. I could be wrong, though, but finally got around him and got his lap back. I'm chasing after Andretti, and I'm going to try to chase after Sadler, too.
17.108.
Oh, Andretti's coming in. Okay, so these guys will be making one more stop, and I'm not going to.
Outside.
Okay, well, Benson better get around me fast, because yeah. Okay, I guess you're just not gonna get around me? Can you make up your fucking mind, Benson, of what you want to do, dude? Like, come on. There you go. Fucking pass me. God dang, dude. Or don't. You fucking waste of space.
Clear outside.
Do something. There you go. Finally. Get the run off the fucking corner and get away from me. Never thought I'd actually be happy to see someone pass me, but if he's gonna pull that dumb shit, like the entire time, just fucking pass me at that point, dude. We're not doing this bullshit. My main curiosity is at the leaders pit. I don't think they're going to. There's 20 laps left. You pit now. I mean, I'm pretty sure the tires can last 20 more laps. I'm pretty sure. Especially for the leaders and everybody else in the top 10, and even for myself even. Like, I'm pretty sure we can make it to the end.
Keep low. Clear up top.
I mean, I feel like I can definitely make it to the end because I went longer, or I went later. Or not later, but I went longer on my stint before I pit on my new tires. So I think that the leaders can maybe go long as well. I could be wrong, but I feel like they can go long as well. It just kind of depends on how they savor their shit, which gets either good and or bad. Me, I'm just like middle of the road, but I'm also passing guys, so I've obviously done something right. Jesus, Steve, sorry, I did not mean to get into the back of you. Fuck it, I'll go 3 here. If you're not gonna pass Ricky Craven, then why the fuck are you here? There, finally, I had to push you up the track so you can fucking pass Craven.
Stay low.
Stupid shithead.
The leader is coming up on you. They're not at fight.
I know they're not a fight, but I want to get around Craven because Craven is annoying the shit out of me. So let me get around Craven and we'll be fine.
Clear. You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 1.7 seconds.
I also got 15 laps to go. It's a fine. Got damage. Yeah, I know this. It's fine. Damage ain't all that bad. Trust me. I can manage it to the end. It's okay. But yeah, the leaders, they're definitely going to get caught behind Craven's slow ass, so may as well just keep on trucking. Because it is Kenseth still leading, so he could do it. He could win. I think he's going to do it. He just got to hold out for, what, 12 laps? Yeah, he's got to hold out for 12 more laps, and he's good. Now, if Robbie continues to fight him, that's going to be huge because Kenseth's trying to lap Robbie, but Robbie doesn't want to get lapped because I think Robbie's trying to bank on a caution or something so he can maybe fight for a top 10. But I don't know how well that's going to work. I also, as I was saying, all that, I overshot the shit out of turn 1. Don't pay attention. Don't mind that. I mean, obviously y'all are going to pay attention to it, but don't at the same time. Don't mind the fact I just did that.
Inside.
I wonder how many times my crew chief has told me that, and every time I'm just like, I'm aware of this. I'm in lap traffic. Like, Kansas nowhere near me right now. Just let me deal with the lap traffic that I got right now. Okay, we got 8 to go. Leaders are coming to 7 to go. Yep, there it is. And so far right now, I'm just fighting Bill and Steve, and here soon to be Dave Blaney again, and probably not going to be able to catch Elliott Sadler, to be honest with you. I get the feeling I might be able to, but I'm kind of running out of time, and tires are kind of going away too, and I know he's in lap traffic, but I just don't think it'll happen. Not unless a miracle happens and I just get random speed out of nowhere from doing something. Then again, like I said, maybe the lap traffic will help me in getting a top 10 here. A top 10 at Bristol will be amazing. I just don't know if it'll actually happen. We're also like a 10th off the leader's fastest lap too, so it's not like we're losing an extraordinary amount of time to the leader behind catching us. We got 5 to go, man. They're coming to 4, and I'm trying to get a top 10. Crew chief keeps reminding me of the fucking leaders being behind me, and I'm doing everything I can to just get a top 10, or maybe try to get close to the back of Elliott Sadler to maybe get a top 10. And like I use maybe like loosely, but it's true, like if I can. It's not as easy as it seems trying to catch somebody on like 60 lap old tires, pretty much. Trying to catch them and trying to pass them because they're on the same shit as me and everyone else is on the same shit probably, so yeah. I mean, I am getting closer, but it's not going to amount to anything. Unless he gets held up a shit ton over the next 2 laps, then maybe we'll have a chance. But Casey Mears has to throw an aggressive amount of fucking blocks in order for that to happen, I'm just saying. Leaders are on the last lap. Sadler, I think, is finally going to run the outside because I think he's realizing that I'm getting closer because of the outside. Well, congratulations to whoever just won this race. I'm thinking it's Elliott Sadler, but I wouldn't be shocked if it was... Or Elliott Sadler. I'm thinking it's Matt Kenseth, but I wouldn't be shocked if it was Jimmy Johnson that won. Ooh, Bill tried it. Oh, P11 though. Whew. What a race. Better than the spring. Holy shit.
Ticket flag, ticket flag.
Fuck yeah.
Schedule some testing. We'll get them next time.
We don't need to schedule any testing. We got 11th. That's really, really fucking good. We started 28th. Got 11th. I'll take it. That shit's amazing. Whew. Yeah, that was insanity.
Okay,
I'll tell you what.
Bring it on in.
I'll tell you what. That was insanity. Surprised we got down pit road as early as we did. To be honest with you, I kind of have the feeling that like an 11th was about where we would finish and all that stuff. Kind of had that feeling.
5, 3, 2.
A lot of guys are slamming into one another.
Right here.
I will say this though, one of the things I am shocked about, not a single yellow came out. I thought on that pit cycle there was going to be a yellow because the first Bristol race that we went to, there was a yellow, and the fact that there wasn't one this time around is actually shocking to me. So yeah, I'm just, I don't know. I don't know if I had anything for Elliott there. I mean, what were my tires looking like? I think it's this one shows it. I mean, mainly it was just the right front. I think this one is the tires that I just had. So yeah, 54, 53, 76. I mean, I don't really know if I could have done anything different, to be honest. I really don't think I could have done anything different, but the car was, like I said, the car was really good. Let's go on ahead and do a post-race interview, shall we? I don't know who will give me the question or anything like that, but car was good. Definitely felt like we could have gotten Elliott Sadler there at the end. He definitely had. I think Elliott had a lot more pace than me. At a lot of points. I know he was the main guy that we were trying to run down and everything, so it is safe to say that I feel like we could have gotten him, but at the end of the day, the right front kind of wore out a lot more than I thought, Then again, I kind of thought that pit strategy would kind of be a thing, but then again, it's Bristol, and you don't really have to worry about fuel as much. It's mainly just your tires, how you manage them, where you are on the track to manage them kind of thing. And yeah, there wasn't, I don't know if we really had anything for Elliott at the end, but yeah, I mean, I'm never gonna, you know, diss my car because my car was good, my car was fast. This shit was amazing. And yeah, I love Bristol, but man, does it hurt to come that close to a top 10 at a track where you struggled at in the beginning of the year, and the only thing you can think about is just the what if scenario, you know, like what if this ended differently, you know, like just what if. And I don't know if anything different could have happened today, but I feel like this was the best result that we could have gotten out of it, and I feel like this was the best result, or this is the best result that we've had here, that we have here now at Bristol, which is an 11th. So, but the good thing is too, is that it's showing that I'm learning a shit ton. I know where to place the car. I know how to savor my tires a little bit more than previously. And that's the main thing that matters most. One of the things that I am pretty disappointed in is that this race wasn't like a full-on nighttime race, but for future iterations, we'll fix that. Trust me, we'll fix it. But yeah, it was one of those races where I was just kind of thinking we had a lot. Unfortunately, towards the end, we didn't. And I think lap cars were helping, but at the end of the day, there was just something. There's always something there that you just leave out on the table that you don't know is there, but you have a feeling that there is something that you left out there. The problem is that you just couldn't find it. And you just couldn't tell if it was actually there and if it wasn't fucking with your mind, which, to be honest with you, at certain points, I thought I had something, and then it went away, then it came back, and then it, you know, went away again. That's why I'm kind of like, I felt like I had something there, but at times, it felt like I didn't have anything. But at the end of the day, I feel like I left something out on the table. And I feel like the next time we come back for 2004, I think I know what to do. After feeling like I left something out on the table and possibly having a hell of a lot more to show for in this race, at the end of the day, like I said, we got a really good car. I felt like we extracted as much out of it as we possibly could, and that's the best thing that I could possibly say and that we could possibly have moving forward, and I will gladly take that at the end of the day. But with that all being said, let's go on ahead and take a look at the finishing results for today's race. And ladies and gentlemen, finally, after 24 or 25 races into the 2003 season, the main question was, would this driver win a race? Would he finally be able to do it? And ladies and gentlemen, I can finally say Matt Kenseth has won the Sharpie 500 at Bristol. He finally gets that first win of 2003, and it has to feel so good for him to finally get it as it feels so good for me to finally say it. So finally, Matt Kenseth wins the race, and he beats the Hendrick duo of Jimmy Johnson in second and Jeff Gordon in third. Then Kevin Harvick finishes in fourth, Tony Stewart in fifth, Jeff Green finishes a solid P6, back in the top 10 for him. 2 RCR cars finished in the top 10, one in the top 5 with Harvick, with Jeff Green in the top 10, so 2 RCR cars in the top 10. That ain't half bad at all. And then you got Ryan Newman in 7th, Dale Earnhardt Jr. in 8th, Joe Nemechek back inside the top 10 in 9th, and Elliott Sadler finishes in 10th. The guy we were trying to run down, and unfortunately we weren't really able to run him down, but he gets a top 10, and especially in a season that, like I said earlier in the race, he would like to forget. This is one of those flashes in this season where I feel like he wouldn't want to forget, because that was a solid run for him. So, hey, good job to Elliott Sadler. And then the top 20 will start off with me finishing in 11th, aka Zachary Smithley, finishes in 11th. Robbie Gorn with a 12th. Jerry Nadeau 13th. Terry Labonte in 14th. Tony Raines in 15th. We mentioned how he wasn't having any good finishes as of late, and this one's a pretty good one with a P15 at Bristol. You got Greg Biffle in 16th, excuse me. Rusty Wallace in 17th. Mike Waltrip in 18th. Jay McMurray in 19th. And Mark Martin finishes in 20th. You got Ricky Rudd in 21st. Sterling Marlin in 22nd. Jerry Mayfield 23rd. Jack Sprague 24th. Steve Park 25th. Dave Blaney in 26th. Ward Byrne 27th. Jeff Byrne 28th. Dale Jarrett in 29th. And Todd Bodine running out the top 30. Then Kyle Petty in 31st. Bobby Labonte with a 32nd. Not good for the Interstate Battery Chevy, considering the fact that he won a race as well. So there's pace within that car. I just don't think at a track like this, at a short track, don't think it's there. The man that tried to kill us on the opening lap, Johnny Benson, finishes 33rd. Casey Mears 34th. Kenny Wallace in 35th. Ricky Craven 36th. Mike Skinner 37th. Kurt Busch 38th. Not good for him. Hopefully he'll be able to rebound next time out. But he finishes 38th. Jimmy Spencer 39th. Bill Elliott, and then Bill Elliott finishes in 40th. Wow, I almost just said that entirely wrong for a second there. Holy moly. And then you got Ken Schrader in 41st. John Andretti 42nd. And Brett Bodine finishes in last. Rounding out the field for tonight's race. Well then, this was a fun race. Another difficult one, not gonna lie. This was one of those difficult races, but like I said as well, I feel like I learned from the first Bristol race that we went to, funnily enough, last year, and we just were able to kind of take some of the things that we learned from the first Bristol race and add it to this one. And I feel like we accomplished a lot by doing that, and in turn it was just turned out to be really, really good for all of us, and it was just amazing. There's not really much else I could say except it was just quite honestly amazing. So I'm glad that we had a really good race, and I'm glad it all worked out in the end for us, so I'll gladly take it. But the next race that we're going to be going to is a track that we went to earlier in the year, and funnily enough, it was the track that we went to our first Monday night race, funnily enough. And this time around, this race is going to be during the week. So this race, the hope is that this race will be up on Monday, and then on Tuesday will be the play-by-play, and then Wednesday will be Darlington. And that race at Darlington is known as the Mountain Dew Southern 500, or just a Southern 500, but it's got Mountain Dew in it, so I already like it. But next race is the Mountain Dew Southern 500 at the Darlington Raceway, and we haven't really announced anything for when it comes to the 2004 scheduling and all that stuff like that, but I can say, unfortunately, that this race at Darlington, because of the schedule realignment that will come out eventually, everybody will understand it, but this will be the last Southern 500, just like it was IRL, to take place on Memorial Day. Now, in the timeline for the game, or for iRacing, I should say, this race is taking place on Memorial Day. For here, it's July, so we're a ways away from Memorial Day, but it falls in line with what it was IRL. This will be the last Southern 500 that we will run on Memorial Day. The Southern 500 will still be on the schedule for 2004, but it just won't be on Memorial Day like it usually is. So I let that out there before anybody gets either A, confused, or B, starts asking if it does fall in line with that, which it does. The Darlington, or the Southern 500 Darlington race that takes place on Memorial Day for the final time falls in line with what we're doing too, so it does the exact same thing. But that, other than that though, that's gonna do it for me today, ladies and gentlemen. I do hope you all enjoyed the video. If you guys did, leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification down below for some more. Next race will be the Mountain Dew Southern 500, the last Southern 500 on Memorial Day weekend. Should be a lot of fun, and I think if we've learned anything from the first Darlington race, it's probably going to be just as crazy. So, we'll see. We'll see. And am I going to try to go 3 for 3 on Crown Jewel wins? Maybe. We'll see. We'll kind of have to just dictate how the race kind of goes for us the second time around. Because I really have no idea. But we'll see. We'll go with the flow and we'll see what happens. But yeah, other than that, though, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Have a great day, everyone. Love you all oh so very much. And goodbye.